I'm with Syed Zarzar, the artistic director from Bethlehem Live. Now, Syed, what is Bethlehem Live?
Bethlehem Live is a festival and an initiation of the Holy Land Trust organization in Bethlehem that established that in 2013. It was the inauguration of the whole festival and event. And we focused on Star Street as a location to revive, since Star Street had a lot of history to tell and culture and alive culture of the Bethlehemites, and it's now all shut down since 14 years. So we were trying to revive such a location in Bethlehem, that we need all people who visit Bethlehem to come to encounter its people, to see their culture and products. Last year, the event was a big success. We got more than 6,000 visitors in 4 days. And that, gave us more responsibility, what we're going to do in 2014, because we're going to expect, the double. So, yeah, this year the Bethlehem Live is more shaped. I can say it has more identity than last year. We have a theme that we're working on. So our theme for this year is faith, culture, and justice. So all our activities should fit into those three pillars. Whether it's like cultural events, the street bazaar, the workshops that we're gonna do during the day, the awareness tours of Bethlehem. So yeah, I can say like Bethlehem Live, if you ask me what is Bethlehem Live, I would say it's exploring and living as Bethlehemite for those 4 days of the festival.
Is it targeted particularly for people in Bethlehem, or is it targeted for tourists as well?
I can say both, and our activities would fit 70% locals, 30% of internationals. But at the same time, we're inviting people just to pass by and to see what the Star Street is. We need locals to see how the street looks when it's full of people and when it's full of products and chairs and tables. And we want them to think again how to reinvest at Star Street. That's for locals. For the internationals, I would say we really want them to explore our Palestinian culture more. So being at that street, one of the oldest streets in the world, and encountering people, talking to people, see the alive heritage there, that's the thing that we really want from them. But at the same time, we want to highlight few things at the festival. When I said the faith, we are highlighting the Christian-Muslim relations in Bethlehem, the challenges that we had, and how we've been living together in coexistence since ages. So this is one of the topics that we'll discuss in one of our workshops during the day.
So the relationship between Christian and Muslim in Bethlehem is very good.
It's always been good, and what's happening in the Middle East around us, it doesn't reflect the reality of the Christian-Muslim relations. So for us, highlighting this from Bethlehem, which we recognize as the city of peace, it's a message to the world that Jesus was born here. He spread the message of peace, and we are still his disciples in here. Either we're Muslims or we're Christians. About the justice pillar, we're doing like non-linear leadership conference. We have panels talking about the injustices that Bethlehem is facing socially and touristically. We also, like from the cultural side, we have the street bazaar, we have children activities, dancing groups, bands, singers from all over the West Bank, Palestinians who live in Israel, and some artists from the UK. So I would say, like Bethlehem Live Festival, the main thing that we're promoting is promoting Bethlehem as an open multi-faith city. And what Bethlehem is facing right now does not reflect it. So we want Bethlehem to be open, and for people from all over the world to feel free to come and see Bethlehem, live in Bethlehem, exploring it more as the city of peace.
So when people come here, will they see the real culture of Bethlehem, the traditional Palestinian dress and the foods and things like that?
Yes and no. Yeah, for sure. Like even in the posters that we're using, we do have the Bethlehemite dress, the Canaanite, which is pure Bethlehemite. but it's abstract, it's pop. Like this lady wearing the Palestinian dress, and she's holding a very good camera, taking photo of the one who's looking at the photo. And for us, that's something like we like the Palestinian dress, our culture and heritage. It's like a souvenir for people who come from outside. They won't take photos of everything. Wow, it's a Palestinian dress photo. Wow, it's Debke group photo. For us, we're doing the opposite. Like it's an alive history, an alive culture. So you're coming here, you are a souvenir, and we're taking photo of you because we're happy that you are in our town. So yeah, you'll see like cultural things, like you'll see Dabke and you'll see modern dance at the same time. You'll see traditional Palestinian songs rearranged in jazz styles, So we're trying to do it as interesting as we can.
But Bethlehem Live also is a music event, isn't it?
Yeah, some of its activities is the musical events. We'll have this year. We have 2 stages, not one. Unlike last year, we'll have one stage next to the Roman Malkai Church, which is in the center of Star Street. And there's going to be the children's stage, and we called it Zarzar because there's a very old arch, which is called Zarzar Arch. So we call the theater Zarzar Arch. We'll have like the children's activities from 5 to 8, and then after 8 we'll have some small activities that happening on the stage, and from 8 to 11 we'll have the musical events at the other stage on the Catholic Action Circle. So I would say like from June 19th to June 22nd, Bethlehem will be celebrating day and night. During the day it's more about awareness, it's more about conference or lectures or panels or workshops. And at night, in the evenings, you just go enjoy seeing the bazaar, encountering the Palestinian products, the Bethlehemite people who are selling their products. We also have 2 new things this year, and they're worth mentioning. One is an art gallery. So we're taking 3 of Star Street shops, and we're making them as an exhibition for the Bethlehem painters. They don't have a lot of chance to make their own exhibitions. So we're giving them the chance to be all together at the same space in this community event. That's first. And the second thing is that we have a creative hub, one of the Star Street shops as well. Very small, very cozy. Like some coffees, teas, snacks, and an open mic. So in this space also we want people who are not, they're not part of a band which is playing, individuals, talents, either poets, singers, musicians, stand-up comedians. We're inviting them to be there and to perform to us. And that's interesting because you're also giving this platform to people who don't have the chance to play on stage to also be part of what's happening in Bethlehem. So it's engaging as much people from the community as we can.
So did you have to raise a lot of money to actually do this event?
Yeah, it's been hard actually last year and this year as well. But what we say is this festival is from and to Bethlehem. So we're targeting like local companies, local businesses, different institutions around Bethlehem, for either kind or in-kind donations. Some people would give us some facilities to use, some equipment, so it's been a bit hard, but it's more satisfying than last year, so we can do more. And hopefully people would have like more trust. This is the second year. Still, we're proving ourselves to the community as first, to people who to trust us more, and also to the local companies and corporates. So we're inviting all of them to come and see Bethlehem, and to tell them that also Bethlehem is in need for such activities. It's in need, and this festival is not exclusive. It's okay. The Holy Land Trust. It's an initiation of us, but it's about inviting all the NGOs, all the cooperative societies and people. It's open. Bethlehem is for all. So it's not exclusive.
I imagine you've been planning this for over the year.
Over and over. And we're now overloaded actually. There's less than a week, let's say. it's it's during this year you don't feel like every day you do something, but the last 2 weeks you feel overloaded, but you feel energetic.
Yeah.
Like you work from 9 until 12 midnight, putting posters, going to see this artist, what this needs, what the street needs, going visiting the neighbors, but it's full of energy.
Yeah.
And I love, like those 2 last weeks were full of energy for me, and I'm excited. I'm excited. I'm one of the Star Street residents, and doing this and seeing my neighborhood as my, like my grandfather used to tell us, like how this neighborhood looked before. So I want to see it really alive. So I'm excited. I want to invite all people who are listening to or reading the article to come and to see and to live Bethlehem, to even visit our website, our Facebook page, and to see what we're doing this year.
Must be exciting to see the project grow from last year as well, is it?
Yeah, it's a bigger responsibility, but as I told you, we're exploring the street more extension. We go deeper with the street this year than last year, but also people of Star Street, they have more trust than last year. So they would come and say like, I want to offer something at the street to sell. You say, for sure, we'll offer you the table needed, the booth. Just put your products and sell. If it creates like a small, money generating for them, it's good. It's perfect to give them the chance, to feel there again at their neighborhood. So I'm excited.
Do you have a lot of volunteers helping you?
We have a lot of volunteers from Bethlehem area. I would love to thank them, really. And we have some international volunteers who are helping us in, sending articles, and shaping newsletters, and also communicating with different organizations around Palestine. So we have a lot of volunteers. And it's worth it also to thank the Minister of Tourism, the Palestinian Minister of Tourism and Antiquities, Madame Rula Ma'aya, because she's totally with us. She believes in the idea, and she's a great supportive to the festival and to the event. To many people like Bank of Palestine and Bethlehem Development Initiative, the Convention Palace, the Spring Company, Caritas Baby Hospital, Bavaria, all those people who really trusted in us, and they believe and they can at least see the vision that we have for Star Street in the future. So I think if we are all united, we can do something. And we say in Arabic, one hand cannot clap, but two hands would clap. So if we all gather our energies, like people, community, organization, company, we can do something to Bethlehem, and then we can see Bethlehem the way we always dreamt it to be.
What's your prayer for the festival this year?
To reflect the identity of Bethlehem, to create this buzz about the injustices that Bethlehem is living in, to have, this energy of the space. I would say, I don't know if it reaches you in English. The energy of the space is Bethlehem. It's the birth. It's the place where Jesus was born. So there's this big peace energy around the city that sometimes we don't see and we don't feel. So I wish people would touch this dimension when they visit Bethlehem, and when they even pass through Star Street or the festival or one of the events that's happening. And I wish I pray for God actually that it's gonna be a success, as we've been working on it the whole year. And
And what's your website for people who'd like to know more?
So it's www.bethlehemlive.com. So it's BETLAHEM.com.
Okay, Said, thank you very much.
Thank you.